Welcome to MKD Education. Myself Satish Dhar, electrical expert. Here explain you the production of power. In your previous classes, I have discussed whatever the power produced by the help of thermal power plant, by the help of thermal energy. Here I will discuss about production of the power from hydro, means from hydro energy. So look at that. So as you know, the production of power is very much essential, or the requirement of power is very much essential for us. So here we will discuss about whatever the production of power from hydroelectrical energy. Hydro means our water. So how the electricity is producing from the water. So you can ask that, sir, in our home also water is there. How you can produce our water, our electrical energy? So from a home, the water, whatever the water producing for electrical energy requirement is not sufficient in our home. So for that thing, a high head of water is there. High requirement of water is of your high head, and huge amount of water is required. So we will discuss about that. So these are the outcome, means after completing the chapter you can able to understand the concept of the hydroelectric power plant. What is the concept behind that? How power is produced? Then different component of the power plant, whatever the component present, whatever the things present which will helpful for production of electrical power. Then its advantages and disadvantages, is there in advantages present and the disadvantages. Then selection of suitable area where you can build the power plant. Then different types of turbines, whatever you are using. So look at that. So hydroelectric power plant. Hydroelectric power plant. So plant which is producing what power? The plant which produce power, and that production of power is your electrical power, and that electrical power is coming from your hydro. Means first thing is your hydro, means it is your water. So water produce your electrical energy. Water produce electrical energy. So our requirement is electrical energy, and we are having water. So from your water, how we are using, or from the water, how we are producing your electrical energy. Your water should be present in your reservoir. And that water is come to your turbine, and the turbine is connected to your alternator. And finally we are getting your output, your energy, and that is your electrical energy. Okay, so our journey is from reservoir to your production of electrical energy. So look at the slide. The schematic diagram is present in the slide. You can mark that. This is the schematic diagram where you are using your power, or where you are using your water for the production of your power. So look at here, this is the water area, this is called your reservoir, and our motto is come to here, means in your powerhouse where you can generate or where you can get power. Okay. So what is the reservoir? Like your reservation, like your reserve battalion, like that, like here you are using reservoir where you are keeping your water. In your cold storage is present in your thermal power plant. Here the storage of the water is carried in your reservoir. So it is a large water body, and to the reservoir numbers of streams, numbers of rivers are connected, and these all are called your catchment area, from where the water is coming to your reservoir is known as your catchment area. So in your reservoir your water stores, and in the other side of the reservoir, or for the storing of the water, you have to construct a dam. Instead of dam, you cannot store the water, because in a river water is flowing and it is present in between two valley, in between two mountain. If one mountain is present here, another mountain is present here, in between that mountain your water is flowing. So you have to construct a barrier. You have to construct a barrier. Okay, and that barrier is known as your dam. So the dam is constructed in between two valley. In between two valley, your dam is constructed. And after constructing the dam, what happened? That is oppose the flow of water, so that the water height increases. Inside the reservoir, your water height increases, and you can get a high head of your water. Okay. So dam is of your two types. One is masonry dam, one is concrete dam. One is masonry, another one is your concrete dam. So what is your masonry and what is your concrete? Now by the help of sand, by the help of masonry item, whatever the dam constructed, this is known as your masonry dam, and by the help of cement, rod, concrete, whatever the dam constructed, this is known as your concrete dam. So from your reservoir, you cannot put your water by carrying your bucket. So for that thing, huge amount of pipes are there, huge pipes are there, which are put from your reservoir to your valve house. Okay, and this pipe is known as your pressure channel. What happened here? Now the energy of your water is coming through your one channel or through pipe. This is called your pressure channel. And here surge tank is there. I will make you understood what is surge tank in another slide. So come to your valve house. So what is the function of valve house? Now a house where numbers of valves are there. A house where numbers of valves are there. And the valve is also related to your tap. You are regulating the water flow. Here the valve also regulates the water flow to your powerhouse. Okay? Okay. Then comes to your penstock. So what is the penstock? And these are just conduit pipe. Like the penstock are also your cylindrical shape. Conduit pipes are present, and they are having your two pipes. One is concrete pipe, another one is your steel pipe. For your low head, where the water, the height of water and the powerhouse is minimum or less, you are using concrete pipe. If the height of dam, or sorry, the height of reservoir and the powerhouse is more, at that time you are using steel pipes. Okay, so these are conduit, these are pipes present to carry the water from reservoir to powerhouse through valve house. You are using the pipes to carry the water from this area to that area through your valve house. Then comes to your powerhouse. So powerhouse where alternator and turbines are there, and in the turbine it will rotate by the help of your water, and you are getting your power out. Okay. Then comes to your surge tank. So look at the board. I will explain what is the function of the surge tank, how it will remove the surges. Okay. Look at here. So surge tank, it is a simply tank or it is a open well. Okay, and it is connected. The below is connected with your pressure channel. What happened? Take that case. It is your reservoir. Water is present. So the pipes are there like that, and this is your valve house, and these are the penstock. So surge tank is present like here. If the water height is, if I am drawing a diagram, drawing a dam here, and the water is present here, the surge tank is like that well-like structure. So what happened here? Now, if inside the penstock, whenever your water requirement is more, or whenever your water requirement is less. How? Now, in your powerhouse, this is a powerhouse. If due to some case, your production of the power should be stopped, or it is required that to stop the production of the power. Then what happened? Near the powerhouse, or before that, or near the powerhouse, whatever the your turbine is present and generator present. So the turbine is like that. The turbine is like that. Like blades are present. What happened here? Now your water strikes into the turbine here. Your water comes to the turbine in this way. Then what happened? The turbine will rotate. So continuous rotation. After that, your water is getting in the similar way. Water should be get out. So after rotating that, the water will come out like here. So getting water here and getting out water here. So if you will stop the water flowing inside the turbine, then its speed reduce and the production of the power also reduce. Okay. So due to some cases, it is required to stop the production. So here governor is present. Governor. What is the function? It will govern the flow of water. Your valve house. Your valve house. Here also valves are there, which will regulate the flow of water to your penstock. But near the powerhouse or near your turbine, one governor is present. It will, if you push the governor gate, then the water flow reduces. If you will reducing or if you will closing the governor gate, then what happened? Now whatever the water flowing inside the turbine, it will get out. Means some outside pressure will be there, and that pressure will put upon the penstock wall like that. It wants to destroy the penstock. It wants to move outside by destroying the penstock. This is known as positive hammering pressure. This is known as positive hammering pressure. In the similar way, what happened? If we will, or we have closed the gate, and now all are okay, and now your requirement is to produce the power again. So you open the gate. Then what happened? The water will come inside directly. So at that point, what happened? The pressure of your atmosphere is more than the pressure inside the penstock. So this is known as negative hammering pressure. Negative hammering pressure. And it will also destroy the penstock insidely. Okay? So to overcome that pressure, we have to reduce the pressure inside the penstock. So what happened? When our positive hammering pressure is there, then the water is getting back to your reservoir. The water will get back to your reservoir like that. But it is generally impossible to get the water inside the reservoir. So that pressure of the water will release through your what? Source tank. And the source tank is a open well. So what happened? Whatever the water strike upon your governor gate, it will come back and it will increase the water level of your source tank. Then whenever you are opening the gate, what happened? The negative hammering pressure is there. So the negative hammering at the negative hammering pressure, whatever the required water, it will come from your source tank. Okay, so what is the function of a source tank? It will help in the destruction of the penstock at the time of positive and negative hammering pressure, or in simply you can say it is a safety device. Safety device of hydroelectric power plant, which helps in the safely operation of your water in your penstock. Okay, then comes to your, this is your all the diagrams are completed. Then comes to your components I have already described. Is the reservoir, then dam, pressure channel, source tank, valve house, penstock, all I have discussed here. Then power house, then come to your turbine. So what is the function of turbine? And it is a rotating machine which will rotate your alternator. So for our convenience, we have divided the turbine into two types. One is impulse turbine and one is your reaction turbine. Okay. So the impulse turbine is for high head. High head means where the dam level or the water of the dam is more than your powerhouse. The distance or the difference is very high. So the example of the impulse turbine is called your Pelton wheel turbine. Then comes to a reaction turbine. This is for your low head as well as medium head. For your medium head we are using Francis turbine, and for your low head we are using Kaplan turbine. This is all about our hydroelectric power plant. Then come to the advantages and disadvantages. So coming to the advantages, it is simply construction, means the construction is very much simple. In the simplest way you can construct the dam and all that, and maintenance is also low maintenance. There is nothing maintenance is there. Only after completing the dam, after putting the turbine on, after putting your machinery fixed, then the little bit maintenance will be required. Its life also long. Then low running cost. In your thermal power plant, all the processes are going day-to-day process, so that is having some cost, means the running cost is high. But here no running cost, generally is called no running cost. You are opening the valve, the water is there and water is getting out, your power is produced. Then helpful in irrigation and flood control. Your dam is also helpful in your irrigation through your canals and for your flood control at the time of heavy rain. And in your disadvantages, its cost is high. Cost means the construction of the dam, the cost is high. Then depends on the weather condition of your water, means if the whole 360 days, if the raining in the rainy season, your rain will be good, rain will be okay, then you can collect the water and it will helpful for production of energy, or else the production of energy also reduced. Then expensive for transportation of power, because the hydroelectric power plant is present in your hilly area, and we the consumer, we are present in your in generally plain area. So from the hilly area to that area, the distance is very more. So for that thing, the transportation of power will be high. Then comes to your choice of site. So whatever I have discussed, now you can say what are the factors and what are maybe the factors which will helpful for choosing the site. One is availability of water, transportation facility, cost of land also. So here I have mentioned availability of water, water should be there. Then storage of water. If the availability of water is there, but you cannot store the water, then you cannot run your power plant for 360 days. So storage of water should be there. Then cost and type of land also there. It will affect upon the rate of production of your electrical energy. Then transportation facility means whatever the equipment should be put in your power plant. That if the transportation facility is more or transportation facility is good, you can carry the equipment, as well as if the transportation facility is good, you can carry the power also in your safe way. So these are the key points whatever we have covered. Introduction of the hydroelectric power plant, then its schematic diagram, then choice of site where you can construct that, and the advantages as well as the disadvantages. Okay, with that I am concluding the class, but before that some important questions are there which should be marked. So these are the important questions may be covered, important questions which may be asked in your semester exam. Explain about your hydroelectric power generation. This may be a long question. Then function of surge tank. This is the most important question. Function of surge tank. It is 5-mark question for your semester exam. Its advantages and disadvantages. Then choice of site for your power plant. So this is all about the production of electrical energy from hydroelectric power plant. I hope you understood from the slide, you understood from my classes, and for your betterment you follow my notes and follow our MKD education. Thank you.